Hello, I'm Andrew. I share on social media for UAF, and I am excited to share this Facebook Live with you today. I'm going to introduce you to my guest. I'm going to flip the camera around.
Oh.
And what is your name?
Hello, my name is Matthew Westhoff. I'm one of the unmanned aircraft pilots for Quasi, and I'm the one that put all this thing together.
Well, it's really exciting. So I don't want any spoilers about where we're going, but right next to me, I just finished watching the training video about piloting one of these mini whoops. Is that a tiny whoop?
Yes, tiny whoops.
Aircraft. That's what you call them.
Yes.
That's what they are. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to show the case here. So the whole thing behind this Facebook Live is I can come up here to the library. It's on Tuesdays and Fridays.
Correct.
Is that right? And I can borrow this, which I have checked it out. And talk to me a little bit about what's in. Oh, let me review. So I'm going to flip the camera back. So I had to take the training video. So let's review my learning from my training video. I'm going to show you this that I've learned. Okay, so open up the case. Then the first thing to do is to check all of the things. Make sure they're all here. There's the power supply, the battery charger, which looks like this. This is the plug-in, obviously, for the battery charger. There's a battery checker to check the charge on the batteries. I'm also supposed to make sure there's no cracks or anything.
Yeah, not so much on that, more of the batteries.
Right, the batteries themselves. All right, that's the battery. Check the charge on the battery. This is one of the actual batteries.
Yeah, the stick of gum.
It does look like a stick of gum. So we'll check that in just a minute, make sure it's got, and there's 5 of them. This is the screen that the pilots use, right? Correct. So there's this screen that sets up there. I'll wait for that in just a minute. Here's the controller. It's also supposed to check the controller. Now, one of the things it said in the video was to make sure all the switches are up, the dials are all turned the counterclockwise, and if you turn it on, it will give you the warning if it's not.
Correct.
So it looks like everything is all right.
Yeah.
Place all switches in their up position. This is good. And lower the...
there you go.
Ah, see?
It's sensitive unless it's all the way down.
All right, that's good. Thank you for checking, machine. And now this is the aircraft itself. This is it right here. I'm assuming you've probably flown larger ones than this.
Yep, but I also do have one of those exact same ones at my house that I like to fly around and chase my dog and cats and my child with as well. So.
People say hi from Florida and hi from North Carolina.
Oh, that's my family then. They must be watching too.
Someone's down there.
Okay.
Okay.
Tagged.
Okay, so I'm going to turn this over to you so I can film you while you do it. So the next part of the training is to actually put the battery in there and check it out. So bring it on over here. Go ahead. You can. No, you go ahead. No, you do it.
Oh,
you
okay.
do it.
So it's simply, these are normally made to check multiple different types of batteries, but I kind of, dummy proofed it and put some glue in the other spots where it wouldn't be able to plug into. So, and there's really just one way to plug it in. As soon as you plug it in, it gives us our battery voltage, and that's pretty standard, about 4.2 for every battery to be fully charged.
Great, okay.
So it's just as simple as that. Plug it in and just unplug it.
And the batteries last, you said, about 15 minutes each.
To charge.
To charge.
To fly, it's probably about 3 minutes.
Okay,
So,
all right.
yeah.
3 minutes of flying from that battery. Okay, so go ahead, let's battery it up. Let's see what happens next.
All right. Well, so first there's kind of a sequence in events of turning things on. So you're always going to want to have your hand controller on first. That way, in case some weird reason you apply power and it's getting some type of cross signal or something, you've got control.
Okay.
So this is always going to be the first thing on and the last thing off.
Great.
So
now you've got the battery, which you checked. And you checked the aircraft. It's all sound.
yeah, just simple.
Yep,
That's just mainly your visual inspection.
So some people, if they find something that's broken, they feel embarrassed or uncomfortable about coming to you. Is that something that they should be concerned about if they rent it?
Oh, no, please do. I have a small stack of spare parts and everything up in my office, and that's what I'm here for. I'm here to help you guys fix anything. I can show you how to fix stuff too if you would like to learn as well. But, oh yeah, please, if you find anything broken, please let us know, and I can fix it right away for you.
Great.
So.
Okay. So the battery is in.
So, you got our battery in there, just simple push on through. And it just seats right in there.
Great. Very cozy. All right, so this is what you actually, this is the remote piloting. So you'll look at this screen while the aircraft itself is maneuvering in the other room.
Correct.
Way over there.
This basically puts you in the driver's seat.
Is it disconcerting at all to be looking at the screen while your mind is another place? Is it something to get used to?
It gets used to. It was at first. It was hard for me to, because most of my stuff in dealing with the larger aircrafts, I'm always flying at third-person view and stuff like that, like the normal RC style. So it was weird. It's a little disconcerting to get used to because now I'm no longer looking at the aircraft, and you just kind of have to trust in what it's doing. But basically, I'd say to commit to it. Just commit to it, and that's the only way to get around it.
All right. So you got the monitor turned on, the power station turned first, then the monitor, and now wake it up.
Everything should just
give it a little bit of juice.
Connect right away to.
Look at that.
So,
all right.
There we have our monitor. Everything connects right away.
So I can do both here, so you can see us here. Hello. And that's the video is coming through the machine there. Okay, great. All right, so you've got this whole station set up. Now where do we go?
So now,
dun dun dun, dun dun dun.
Place it in our flying room.
The flying room. So where we are, Avon, Connecticut is listening. Hello, Avon, Connecticut. So we are in the Mather Library, is that right?
Mather
Library.
Mather.
And where do I find this on campus? I've never been here before.
If you go up where the big blue dish is, up on top of campus on the Geophysical Institute building, everyone knows the big blue dish and where the rocket is. It's that weird curved building that's the Mather Library. And you go in right in on the, I guess, ground floor, because it's technically the second floor. But
So just come on in Tuesdays and Fridays. Give over your Polar Express card.
From 2 to 4 p.m.
2 to 4.
So, but you can come in actually any day of the week and watch the training. So you can actually, if you just have free time, you can come in, watch that little video, put your name on the list, knock it out, you're done.
Great.
So, but yeah, and then you come in, front desk, the guy will assist you, or guy or lady, whichever one's there. Mm-hmm. And then you'll take your case and walk to the back of the library, down the stairs, and here we have our race course that I've constructed through a series of hula hoops for now. And yeah, there's some, it actually has you come around, there's some nice little slalom 2 hoops that you kind of go through. Once you start flying it through, you'll notice that there's not really too much, but some elevation changes. So you'll have to come down through some hoops, climb up in order to get through other ones. Just something not really too aggressive with it or anything, just you can fly it and have some fun, though.
Just some chill.
So,
And I also think is exciting and interesting is that there's this net here. So we've got the aircraft is over here in its spot, number 1. So you've got 4, so you could have you and do some co-op flying.
Yes,
you
they actually are. The 4 systems, we've tested them out and everything and did our whole frequency separation. So you and 3 other people can come down here and all fly all 4 of them at once.
All right, so we'll step out of the room. Then there's a safety thing that happens here.
Oh, here's the last bit of the net.
That's all sealed up. Okay, so now you got the aircraft is in here, safely contained in the course. Everything's set up over here. All right, let's see you do some stuff.
Oh, okay.
I'm too scared so far. I'm sure there's nothing really.
Oh no,
I'm a little scared, but
I've had people come down here too, where it was their first time ever, flying a drone and everything, and by the end of the last battery, he's hovering it around. And so it's nothing 500 hours can't fix. So
no problems. Put that right on. Okay, great. So we're all set up in
we're
there.
all ready to go, and there's one last switch, and it's this one right here, and that's our arm. We call it our arming and disarming switch. So that basically now allows me to spin the motors. So if you can kind of see on the screen, my motors spin a little bit.
A little bit.
If I take that switch off, I've got nothing.
Move at all.
So that's basically its safe mode.
Okay. Safety's off.
Now we're armed and ready to go. And we just throttle up. It's kind of weird. It takes a little bit to get used to with the controls, especially if you're used to conventional aircraft. But these don't take much to manipulate.
So it's not like on a video game console where I can switch to do this goes up, this goes down, controller, it's set how it's going to go.
Yes, yeah, these are all set. It's called Mode 2, which is your standard RC configuration. So your left stick will control your throttle and yaw, and then your right stick will control pitch and roll. So you kind of use them in conjunction to move through the air. Like if you think about it like you're walking through a room, your pitch and roll is going to move you forward back, left, and right. And then your right stick, or correction, your left stick, which is your yaw, is pretty much like your head. So if you're going to be turning a corner, it doesn't help much if I just go forward, back, left, or right. I have to turn my head while I'm doing it. So this is where we you start seeing those coordinated turns.
I see. So you keep on flying. I'm gonna go show what it looks like over in the course over here. So here we are.
Oh yeah, I'll come up to the screen.
Easy. See if I can poke. Oh, look at that.
I'm actually flying this here, I'm watching you.
That's crazy. Look at that little guy. So you must know the course pretty much by heart since you made it. It's like knowing your own golf course.
Yeah, so I've got it down pretty well. But you can kind of see how, I don't know if you can see it on your screen, I kind of made it so you have to come down through hoop 3 and 4, come up a little bit through hoop 5, and then come around like this, 6 and 7 almost create a little slalom.
Whoa.
And then...
Oh, a little sharp turn for 8.
And then you got a nice little straightaway.
Oh! So would you be disqualified from the race if that happens, or you just lose some time?
No, I just lose a little bit of time. But you see these things, I just kind of clipped the hoop a little bit right there, and they're great with these ducted fans. They just really bounce off of everything.
I'm gonna ask you this. I know the answer. It's very unsafe, so please don't do this. But don't you want to put like fire around the hoops or something?
I know, right?
No, nothing like that. Nothing like that. That is really cool. Why did you want to do this? Why give people a chance to come up here? Do you just have some technology lying around, or is it more like really outreach education stuff for people?
A little more of the outreach education for people. We've noticed the popularity and stuff growing, tremendously throughout the world and lower 48 and everything. And then also just having the capability of these things of this small little indoor course like this, and just the environment that we are in up here, where half of the year, a lot of people are stuck to indoors and you don't have much to do, and you get the whole cabin fever. And this is a great little thing. Like I said, I've got one at my house and I fly it around. And my 2-year-old chases after it, my cats do and stuff, and just great little thing to get kids interested. And then not only that, though, it gets them interested in the science technology fields and stuff without realizing it. This summer we plan on holding a small camp to teach kids how to build these, program them, and fly them. And so now they're going to learn soldering skills, computer science skills of programming these things and everything that they, if you were to tell them that, they're not going to want to listen to you. So it's a great way to get these kids just involved in these technology fields that are, slowly dwindling.
So eventually with autonomous vehicles and stuff, you could pilot a whole fleet of cars or trucks or anything just sitting at a desk like this. That's the future, man. Yeah. That's the future.
Well, that's what they do for those, I don't know if you've heard the drone swarms, the firework displays that they do. It's essentially operated from one control system, and there's one station, that's controlling, who knows how many, 50, 60 different little of these aircrafts.
That's amazing. So any UAF student, staff member, faculty member can come up, take the training, borrow the stuff, fly it through the course in there.
Yep. Anyone with a valid Polar Express card. That's the key word, valid.
Valid. Thank you so much for demonstrating this a little bit. That battery obviously ran out.
Yeah.
So you just 4 more in there. You could keep it going for a little bit.
Let you know, too, we didn't do this here. But to let other people know, also, if you want to come and record your actual footage, what you see on this screen here, there's a little micro SD card slot. So same that would go in your GoPro. You just insert it here. And then whenever you go to want to record, if you hold that down for about a second or two, it does also run you through in the manual too. But press and release, and the little red circle will come up here, and then press it when you're done, and you can actually record your own footage. That's how we got actual footage for the news article and stuff like that for up here, is with these actual monitors. So you'd be able to record it and go home, show your friends, edit it, do whatever you want.
Share it on your social media, whatever you want to do. So, that's awesome. Yeah. Thank you so much for taking a few minutes to demonstrate that.
Oh, thank you.
I'm going to try to get when it's my birthday, my department, I want to come up and do that. I think that'd be a lot of fun. Okay, thank you very much. I'm going to flip a camera real quick. Thanks for joining us. And there's more information. I'll edit the post that have the link in there with some information about the stuff. Hope you're having a great day out there. Bye.